You ever feel like life's just happening to you, like you're stuck on a treadmill, no matter how hard you try to get off? Well, today we're cracking open Tony Robbins' Awaken the Giant Within by covering a few of the life-changing chapters. These are the strategies that can flip your mindset and help you take control of your life. Let's start with a myth-busting truth. Change can happen in an instant. Yeah, I know, we all think change takes ages. You've probably said, "Oh, I'll start exercising next month," or "I'll save money when I get a raise." Robbins says, nope, that's a lie. Real change happens when you make a decision right now. One of his famous lines is, "It's in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped." Think about that. Your whole future. It's shaped by decisions you make today, not tomorrow. Robbins isn't saying it's going to be easy, but making the choice to change is immediate. Now you're probably thinking, sure, but how do I make change stick? Enter neuroassociative conditioning, NAC. Don't let the fancy name scare you. This is Robbins' strategy for reprogramming your brain. Here's the simple version. Your brain is basically a reward-punishment machine. If something feels good, you do it again. If something feels bad, you avoid it. So NAC is all about using pain and pleasure to drive new behaviors. Let's say you want to quit eating junk food. Robbins would have you associate massive pain with that midnight pizza binge. Think sluggishness, guilt, belly regret, and associate pleasure with healthy choices. Feeling energized, looking great in the mirror, not sweating just from walking upstairs. He even used this technique himself when he wanted to stop eating unhealthy food. He'd think of himself as a gross fat person every time he reached for something unhealthy. Dramatic? Sure, but it worked. All right, so you've decided to change. You've got NAC on your side. Now what? Get clear about what you really want. Sounds obvious, but here's the kicker. Most of us have vague goals like, I want to be happy, or I want more money. Robbins says, no, that's not enough. You need to be crystal clear. What does happiness look like for you? Is it having more free time, stronger relationships, or financial security? Is more money a specific number in your bank account, or is it freedom from financial stress? Take this example Robbins shares. He once had a client who kept saying he wanted to be rich. So Robbins asked him, how much money do you need to feel rich? The guy said, I don't know, maybe $1 million. Robbins replied, if you don't know your target, how will you hit it? Turns out the guy's number wasn't $1 million, it was $200,000. Once he got clear on that, he was able to make decisions that brought him closer to that goal. So, here's the lesson. Don't just wish for change. Define it. Speaking of clarity, it is all about asking the right questions. And believe it or not, questions are the sneaky key to unlocking your brain's superpower. The questions you ask yourself shape your focus and ultimately your emotions. Here's an example. Imagine something annoying happens. You spill coffee all over yourself. Most people would say, why does this always happen to me? That's a dead-end question. It's only going to make you feel worse. Robbins suggests flipping it. Ask something like, what's funny about this? Or, what can I learn from this? Yeah, you'll still have coffee all over your shirt, but you won't feel like the universe is conspiring against you. It's all about perspective, right? Robbins even used this himself. He shared how when things weren't going well in his career, instead of asking, why am I failing? He asked, how can I turn this into an opportunity? Those types of questions led him to find new solutions, ones that ultimately built his empire. And that's the magic of questions. They shape your reality. Now let's talk words. Robbins introduces something called transformational vocabulary. Basically, Robbins argues that the words you use have incredible power over how you feel, and he's right. Let's say you're stuck in traffic. You could say, I'm furious, and your body's going to react. Your muscles tense, your blood pressure rises, you're ready to blow. But if you say, I'm a little annoyed, your body chills out. It's all about the language you use. Robbins suggests softening the blow when you're upset, or dialing up the intensity when you're happy. Instead of saying, I'm okay, say, I'm feeling fantastic. When Robbins was a kid, he struggled financially, but he didn't call himself poor. Instead, he said his family was economically challenged, a lighter, more manageable way of looking at their situation. Changing your words changes your emotions, which changes your experience. And speaking of metaphors, let's dive into life metaphors. We all use metaphors to describe life, often without realizing it. Have you ever said, life's a struggle, or I'm drowning in work? These are metaphors, and they affect how you feel. If life's a struggle, no wonder you're exhausted. Robbins wants you to pick empowering metaphors. Instead of, I'm drowning in work, try, I'm navigating through some challenges. Instead of, life's a battle, say, life's an adventure. See the difference? You go from victim to explorer. It's a subtle shift, but it transforms how you face life. Robbins used this in his own life too. Early in his career, he felt like he was constantly in a war to make things happen. But when he changed his metaphor to life is a dance, suddenly things didn't seem so harsh. He found joy in the ups and downs, much like a dancer learning new moves. The metaphors you use shape your life. So here's the takeaway. Change isn't some mythical beast you have to hunt down. It's right in front of you, waiting for you to decide. Make the decision today. Use NAC to program your brain for success. Get crystal clear on your goals, ask the right questions, and watch your vocabulary and metaphors. Tony Robbins isn't saying it'll be a breeze, but with these tools, the journey becomes an adventure instead of a battle. As Robbins himself says, if you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten.
We touched on a few chapters, but there's much more to know. Read the complete book to let the wisdom flow. Turn pages, chase dreams, erase every doubt. Until next time, a bookster signing out.